Anxiety comes from the unknown of the future, the persistence of the past, and the dissatisfaction with the immediate reality. Are you always afraid of losing, afraid of not being good enough, afraid of not being able to control everything? However, these worries not only fail to change the future, but also lose the peace of the moment. Inner troubles are all caused by persistence in what should be done. When we put our happiness on external conditions, our hearts are like candles in the wind, with the ups and downs of the situation. However, true peace does not come from a perfect life, but from awareness and letting go. Only by being aware of the present can we overcome the shackles of anxiety and return to inner peace. If the heart does not change with the situation, it can be truly free. Our thoughts are like waves, always drifting in the past and the future, but forgetting the most important moment. The past is gone and the future is the future. Only the present is real. When we focus on the breath in front of us, anxiety can no longer kidnap our hearts. Try to leave yourself a moment every day, close your eyes, feel your breathing, and listen to the sounds around you. When you really devote yourself to the moment, anxiety will dissipate like a fog. Because when we live completely in the moment, we are not afraid of the future or regret the past. If you settle in the present, the future will no longer be fear. Be careful not to live in the present, and the present is complete. Whether you feel anxious like a shadow, but you can choose to use awareness to fight anxiety and tolerance to resolve anxiety. When you learn to no longer fight with anxiety, but to coexist with it, anxiety will naturally decrease, and the heart will return to purity. Give yourself quiet time, whether it's sitting, taking a deep breath, walking meditation, or simply observing everything around you. Let the mind practice slow down, and let the thoughts flow naturally like running water instead of clinging to them. When your heart is calm, you will have incomparable strength to face the storms of life. Learning and anxiety coexist, not resistance, and real peace can be found. Inner peace is not brought by external conditions, but from how to get along with yourself. Only when you learn to let go can you truly have freedom. True peace is not far away but in your heart. When you are willing to let go, your heart will naturally return to calm. Anxiety is like a cloud, which makes us unable to see the light of life. But the dark clouds are never eternal. As long as you are willing to return to your heart, change the way you look at the world, and eliminate anxiety, the real solution is never in the outside world, but in how to face the inner fear. What we are afraid of is often not the thing itself, but the idea of it. When you stop fighting anxiety and observe it quietly, anxiety will fade away like a tide. Embrace reality with a more peaceful heart. When anxiety comes, instead of driving it away, it is better to talk to it and understand where it comes from. The turbulence of the heart comes from persistence. When you are willing to let go, the heart will be at peace. The key to transforming anxiety is not to try to control the future, but to learn to submit to the present. Only by seeking perfection can we truly have freedom. The reason why we are anxious is often because we have too high expectations for ourselves and the world. I hope I can be better, I hope everything will develop according to the plan, and I hope all the uncertainties can be controlled. But the essence of the world is never perfect. When you are obsessed with what should you do, you will live in pain and anxiety. The world is impermanent and everything is changing. When you can accept this and let go of your obsession with perfection, you can live more easily. Anxiety is not because we don't do well enough, but because we can't accept that good doesn't have to be perfect. The opposite of anxiety is not control, but conforming to the flow of life. Only when you are loyal to yourself can you truly settle down in your heart. Be aware of your heart, live your true self, and no longer live in the eyes of others. Our anxiety often comes from the standards of the outside world, the expectations of society, the expectations of relatives, and the evaluation of others. When you learn to listen to your heart instead of being influenced by external evaluation, your inner peace will naturally emerge. Anxiety is a reminder. It makes us reflect. Are we living a life that really belongs to us? Or is it just meeting other people's expectations? When you start to ask yourself, what is the life I really want? I have embarked on the road beyond anxiety. Stop comparing with others. The real value comes from the inner, not the external standard.